You might be doing meditation to calm down or as a solution from stress or even overthinking or even can be depressions, and meditation might have been your solution. However, after the meditation, after a few hours, you might end up going back to the same loop, the same again, and the next day you do the meditation again, or maybe you attend meditation session once a week, but then nothing changes in life. So today I'm going to share with you a Japanese method, a Japanese philosophical concept that can help you, not from meditation, but just the change of your mindset, and also how you can actually use your mind to be able to bring you a change in life. You may have heard of me talking about this concept of mushin. Mu means nothing, and shin is actually kokoro, the heart. So this is in a state of nothing. The translation in English or interpretation of this concept means in a state of nothing. I also have made series of artworks, so you can actually see it in my website with the concept. It looks like just think of nothing, but it is actually very difficult things to do. So what does it mean? It really means to put all our energy and your attention, everything into what we are doing now. So these days, the word mindful is often used, but it's actually mindful, but it is kind of mindless in a way. So what it means, like if we are going to do something, for example, tidying up the house, instead of inviting any thought coming into our mind, it is really important to notice that we can invite any thoughts into our head, our mind. It is amazing unless we train ourselves. So then just to focus on what we are doing right now. And also from this moment, we can also think of, okay, so for the next 1 hour, what do I have to do? Next 4 hours, what do I have to do? And focus and shut down other noises. And of course, when we are with other people, and there are also other priority as well. So if you have children, young children, and if you are engaging with children, just to focus on that activity, that's all. And when we try to think, if we started thinking, oh, maybe I'm not supposed to be doing this, and maybe instead I should be doing something else, that actually brings more confusion in a way. It means we started wondering. It means that we actually put ourselves into the situation that we have to make choice. In order to make choice, then we have to think. And there are so many unnecessary thoughts that comes to our mind. And last week, I actually posted that I had a back problem and I couldn't do anything at all. And so I had to actually stop everything. And in that kind of state, it's also very dangerous. I started getting maybe worried also, like, oh, I had to kind of change all the plans, etc. So that moment I actually stopped and just surrendered into the situation, and the sun is shining, and I appreciate, okay, what can I do this moment? And actually I was doing nothing in the garden, which was actually such a gift. And then next day I started having a kind of little bit of impulse that I want to create something. And then I gathered, and there are lots of kimono materials, the small pieces that I had been collecting. And I hadn't done anything with this for 5 years. then suddenly this inspiration came. So I was able to create something out of this material. Instead, I also thought of, well, this state was created instead of worrying and instead about thinking about the future, what I had to do, and I had to postpone, I had to change my plan. But then if I surrendered this mushin, I also tried to practice this for myself as well in a state of nothing. And it's really, we can also bring something when we are in that state, and often our mind, everything, even my back, because of the relaxation, it started getting better so quick. And now I'm sitting, no problem, no pain. And within 1 week, it was really great improvement and recovery. But also it was just so important to bring myself in a state of nothing. And also now, because I'm now, my book is going to be published in September in 15 territories, which means a lot of work still. And I was tied up and my mind was just so full, and I was constantly thinking, oh, I have to do this. I have to do this. So this is a kind of state that's, I also remind myself, just hold on now. Okay, today, this hour, what can I do? And so, of course, there are things that we have to get things done, but at the same time, there are certain things we can do in 1 hour or even half day. And also, it is important to bring our rest as well. So just about this balancing, but then just focus, really bring our focus to the moment that we are in and what we can do right now instead of worrying about it. And of course, we have to make a plan, certain plan, actions, and we have to make action plan. We have to do action. However, not to think too much and to stop thinking, because when we start thinking, that also brings worries, or maybe it can be from fear. Then write down what we have to do. Then questions. Okay, what if? Then if we started, what if this doesn't happen? Just write down and then bring this state of nothing, state of zero into now, and focus. Just really focus on what we are doing right now. If we are eating, just focus on eating and enjoy every taste. If you're having tea, just enjoy the temperature and everything. So be in this moment, and that's really help to recover from any physical and mental stress that we go through. And that was also I experienced as well last week. So I have my calligraphy. Actually, I don't have it here, but mushin in my house. And so that's, of course, meditation is great. And I do meditation, but meditation just itself does not solve your life. And you need to train your mind and what kind of thoughts that you bring in. And observation is also important. And then it is a gift to give yourself mushin in a state of nothing, just on this moment. And not, if I say focus might also bring a kind of pressure and stress, but it is about being this space of time, and then fill with your joy of what you're doing right now and our existence. So fully engage what we are doing right now. And then I like to imagine. And so through my imagination, and also I get some ideas, and then I can create, and that brings joy. And then our vibration goes up, and joyful vibration. And then that's also a great medicine for any pain we have. my book will be released on the 18th of September for UK version and 28th of October US version. And you can also pre-order. It is in my website and also Amazon, etc. So we will share the link below. And in our private community, Japanese Wisdom Academy, we are organically growing little by little, and this is also where I share some of the contents from my book, and also how we can actually incorporate this Japanese ancient wisdom into our life and then enhance our creativity. And life is a creation, our creativity. So please consider to join, and then we have fun together. Thank you for joining, and see you next time.